Yeah, all of that ahead. But let's start with community. So as we move into the month of June, of course, Juneteenth is just around the corner.
That's right. And Embrace Boston is once again hosting its Embrace Ideas Festival to honor, remember, celebrate, and look forward. So Hannah, I recently had the chance to talk to Dr. Imari Paris Jeffries to learn more. But obviously we talk about this on an annual basis, but for those that may be new to the show, what exactly is the Embrace Ideas Festival?
You know, before we put the Embrace in the ground, our first monument was the celebration of Juneteenth, and we actually started this tradition before Juneteenth became a federal holiday, and so we wanted to honor and remember the contributions of Black Americans. We want to honor and remember the emancipation of Black Americans and the history and the celebration that started in Galveston, Texas, and it has been a huge tradition in Boston at Franklin Park every year. And so we wanted to illuminate that even further.
And this year, the theme is stepping into joy, power, and prosperity. Explain what that means to you.
Well, you know, in this moment where we're seeing the erasure of a lot of cultures, especially Black culture, and the defunding of institutions that celebrate the diversity of America, it's important that we double down with two things: joy and love, right? Because love has never been or hate has never been the fuel of movement. So we need to double down on joy and love. And secondarily, we need to remember and hold tight this history. This is American history. This is America's first Emancipation Day. It's the moment that all of us were free. And so it's important that we keep that front and center, especially in this moment in this country where there's so much division. You
guys always have an incredible lineup. What are some of the people, or who are some of the people that will be on display?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Janae Osterheld and Morgan DeBond, who always keynote this. Janae always keynotes this important conversation for us. They've been a key partner since the very beginning. And so we have a lot of other conversations throughout the day. We're also commemorating Juneteenth on Saturday with the larger Franklin Park Juneteenth celebration. NAACP, the Urban League, other organizations, Divine Nine, other organizations that have been spearheading that, and Embrace is a part of that as well.
And aside from the festival itself, what are some other things that are in the pipeline for you guys?
And, you know, we always illuminate important civic leaders of Embrace. And so on the day before Juneteenth, the 18th, we have the Jubilee White Party that we're celebrating at Mass Art. And so tickets are available online at embraceboston.org. But we're launching our newsletter, The Fine Print, and we're thinking about all the noise that's happening, all the canceling of funds, the immigration crisis that is occurring, most recently, especially in Pride Month, where this travesty of taking away the ship named after Harvey Milk and all of the crisis. People need a place to go that they trust to get information and news in a condensed form. And so that is what we're launching. The Fine Print is what we're launching from Embrace. And so they'll have an opportunity to also get an aggregation of information. And we are gearing up for the Embrace Maso Consalsa International Music Festival. And so it is our annual large-scale music festival on Boston Common near the Embrace to celebrate Mr. Jose Maso, who's celebrating 50 years on the air. And so that's coming up in September. And so those are the two things that are following immediately after the Embrace Ideas Festival and the Jubilee White Party.
The calendar stays full. Make sure you're following the Embrace online for all the events. And thank you so much for your time. And by the way, of course, we are a proud media partner of the Embrace Ideas Festival. Our own Latoya Edwards will be the MC of the Embrace Honors Juneteenth on the 18th. And if you can't get into the speaker series on the 20th, you'll be able to see the entire lineup streaming on NBCBoston.com. Both of those events are at Mass Art. And then, by the way, the 21st, the Juneteenth block party is at Franklin Park. For more information, like we said, go to embraceideasfestival.org.
All right, thanks, Kwani. We're going to keep adding to that calendar. BAMS Fest is running from June 25th through the 30th. The musical celebration highlights Black artists from different genres from around the Boston area. And it all culminates with a big event on Saturday, June 28th at Franklin Park. And Kwani will be on stage in the afternoon there, too, so you'll want to make sure to get there.